Agrawal, Senior Vice President, Resurgent India Limited.
Good evening, friends. I am your host again, KK Gupta here. I'm a director of research in India and director of Association for Financial Advisor of India. Today webinar is very important webinar, Uttar Pradesh Industrial Development. What are these initiatives state government had taken? So the economy is turning around. When we are talking about the economy, we are talking about the investment. So when we are comparing 2016 to 17, the gross GDP, state GDP, was 13.29 lakhs crore rupees. Now, when we are talking today, it is crossing about 35 lakhs crore rupees. And it is also envisaged that up to 2930, it will touching to 1 trillion. And also it is envisaged when we are completing 100 years of independence, 2047, it may touch to 6 trillion. So for that, industry play very, very important role. There's a massive investment in visas. About 40 lakhs crore rupees MOU already been signed. And it is also envisaged that fast growing state economy is there. And moreover, investor friendly industrial policies. And we are talking about the SME sector, 90 lakhs SMEs are there. And the growth percentage is 20% annually. And when we are talking about the innovators, about 50 innovators are there. Startup, 7,500 startup is there. That means better connectivity, could attract the investment. Single window concept has already been introduced in the state of UP. Moreover, ODOP, that means one district, one product, which yesterday Prime Minister also announced in a district. There is a one product in each district they have identified. UP has having a 75 district. You know that law and order position had improved, infrastructure has already improved, and it is also envisaged that the total airport will be 22 airports in the state of Uttar Pradesh. When we are talking about the Uttar Pradesh, we are talking about the world position. If it is a country, so UP will stand at the 30th number of the world map. That means so much potential is there. So when we are talking about the Singapore or the Vietnam or Thailand, so what we are talking about, because they are on the verge of, on the scale of sea, near the sea, you see that Uttar Pradesh is around 1,400 kilometers from the Bombay airport, Bombay port. Still, it is improving a lot. So we are going to discuss all such aspects, whether we are talking about the gross state domestic products, we are talking about the industries. When you see the industries, factories, 27,000 factories are in existence. We are talking about the large scale. And 4,000 industries, factories added during a 24-25 only. You see the growth percentage of 18% of the industrial map. So I will not take much time. So we are eminent speaker with us. Sri Chandrakant Salweke sir. Chandrakant Salweke is the founder and president of SME Chamber of India and a leading voice for India SME sector. His voice will be listened by the central government, by the Reserve Bank of India, and he is instrumental for the growth of SME sector. With decade of experience in enterprise development, he brings valuable insight into industrial growth, government incentives, and merging business opportunity is instrumental for so many things. Whether we are talking about the change in definition of the SME sector, which so he was the instrumental for that. All the incentive, even the for the industrial cluster development, he is the main instrumental. So we are listening from him. What is the scope in Uttar Pradesh for the SME sector? Why the still SME sector in Uttar Pradesh is struggling to get the incentive? Whether they are not properly aware of the incentive and how he is helping the SME sector in Uttar Pradesh. So I'm requesting Sri Chandrakant sir, who is my mentor. So I will also requesting him. I think he's a big personality. On my request that there will be a good enterprises with us. So we have a more than 500 registration with us, sir. So and we are being listened by the in electronic medias, and further we will try to send this recording to Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Your viewpoint, I think it will be better, and it may decide the policy of the Uttar Pradesh also, sir. So, Mr. Chandrakant, sir, so I hand over to you, sir, for your thoughts around the subject, sir. Chandrakant, sir, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gupta, for inviting me. And special thanks to Resurgent India, which is, on a forefront for giving the lot of inputs, advice, suggestions, and, recommendations to the various government departments, especially banking sector also and the regulatory authorities. Friends, today we are talking about the powering India's industrial future, the platform of Uttar Pradesh. Why I'm using the name of the platform? Because Uttar Pradesh is like equal to the European Union. If you look at the square miles or square meter, square kilometers, and the area of the Uttar Pradesh, if equal to the European countries. So it's like India's the powering state, which is heading with more than 90 lakhs MSMEs involved in various sectors, particularly cottage industry, rural industry, agriculture industry, and mostly now converting their entrepreneurial leadership qualities into manufacturing activities. If you look at after the pandemic, Uttar Pradesh become a very attractive and very interesting state for inviting and encouraging the investment, FDI, investment from the large corporate from India. And currently, Uttar Pradesh is on a forefront. Why? Because the vision and mission of Honorable Prime Minister. Other Prime Minister originally from Gujarat, but he has decided to move to the his constituency in UP. For why? For only for how I will put more efforts for the Uttar Pradesh to transform the state into emerging state of India, as well as most favorable state of our investment. I'm from Mumbai. I work all India level. My marketplace is all India level, all states, all cities, say tier 2, tier 3 cities. Sitting in Mumbai, I have observed and I have done a lot of experience from the Maharashtra government. Maharashtra is leading state in industrial growth for last 40-45 years. Maybe because of the Gateway of India. We have a Gateway of India for FDI, for entry for the international companies, and Gateway of India for the the companies or the entrepreneurs coming from all over the world to invest in India. So therefore, Maharashtra is blessed with a lot of things. But similarly, Uttar Pradesh is blessed because of the Honorable Prime Minister. So looking at his vision and mission for empowering the state, for strengthening the state, for providing level playing field, those are investing in Uttar Pradesh, those are coming to do business in Uttar Pradesh, and those wants to come to Uttar Pradesh, 3 level. One, security, stability, and powerful support from the government. 3S is important from the government point of view. Therefore, Uttar Pradesh is now going to be leading state in next 10 years. When we are marching towards Viksit Bharat, I'm confident that along with the MSME sector, along with the manufacturing sector, states also will focus and will also put more efforts for the marching towards Viksit Bharat by providing level playing field to the industries and SME sector, especially the companies coming from abroad for ease of doing business, providing the grants, subsidies and incentives for expansion of the manufacturing activities, providing the support to the women entrepreneurs to enter into manufacturing industries, particularly from the cottage industry to advanced manufacturing industry. Similarly, startups are coming in a informative and knowledge-based industry. Government should focus more on how these startups will enter in manufacturing. I'm not talking about the advanced industrial automation company should be set up. They can put efforts for the particularly food processing industry, agro process industry, smaller, the advanced level service sectors, and start providing support services to the manufacturing industries where that manufacturing industry is facing to get manpower, skilled manpower, semi-skilled manpower, and value addition for improving the productivity and their competitiveness for a local to global survival. Friends, all industry and SME are dependent on three levels. One, market, second, money, and third, manpower. All these three M is important for that. And most important M is required from mindset from the political people. Once the political the sector, or we can say political leaders will understand the potentiality or particular segment, then only each and every state will achieve the target growth. I'm sure that the Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Yogi, had given the task for the all industries, people, their mechanism, government mechanism, officials to provide a level playing field, provide a security and support to the enhancement of the business. So friends, we will have a chat again and discussion again on the point. But overall, my thoughts for today, let us come together, start your activities in UP, utilize whatever the sources available, natural sources available in I will say country, because it is equal to the European Union, not a European country. And therefore, abundant opportunities, abundant benefits, advantages made available by the central government, state government, and this is the right time. This is the right time, this is the right month, and this is the right scenario to enter in UP to set up your manufacturing. And I want to suggest the government of the UP, particularly Industry Secretary, Development Commissioner Industry, and Uttar Pradesh Industrial Development Corporation CEO, that whenever any entrepreneur approaching you with their proposal, first you'll understand their proposal, understand the requirement, understand their the facility can be provided, and understand how you will be on a forefront to provide a value addition services and instant support them so that they will not go to the other states. Large corporate, large entrepreneurs, or the CEO of the large corporate can sit with the Yogi ji and sign the document for getting a land easily, or other free land also. But MSME sector, manufacturing industry, mid corporate, they are struggling from pillar to post. So therefore, this suggestion will be to government: provide support on time, understand their proposal in time, and execute their requirements in time so that we can achieve the Viksit Bharat. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I think you have taken very important aspects, sir. Three as security, stability, and sport. You're also talking about the 3M, market, money, and manpower. Beside that, you added mindset. I think the mindset is the most important issue for which you see the progress of the UP. How much progress is there? Now it is the second state in India. You can say with a growth rate. You see that after Maharashtra, I think is the second state who is having a maximum GDP, maximum factory. People are coming there. So, sir, in spite of this, your maximum growth potential in UP, lekin what are the SME sectors, sir? But they are facing a challenge. They cannot avail the incentive given by them. So what are the main challenge? Because sir, you are a helm of fear of the SME sector. What are the main challenge? Why they cannot go for the incentives, sir? Because so many incentives are available with the state government. Are you talking about the inter subsidy? You can say stamp duty subsidy, even GST subsidy. So many subsidies are there. Capital subsidies are there. They can when we are talking to SME sector, sir, well, they are not fully aware, sir. So as a association, sir, how you can create awareness among the SME sector, sir, to for their growth, sir, because you are the main person. When I'm seeing you, your membership, your energy, your all such things, when you're talking about the RBI governor or the government, central government, so what role you can play, sir, in UP also, sir? Just you are playing in Maharashtra.
Can I add few things?
Sir, you are, sir, welcome, sir. It is your, sir, program, sir.
Most of the entrepreneurs are, illiterate on the various schemes. I'm using illiterate word.
Sir,
They don't focus, they don't do study before, approaching any government. There are 713 schemes are available for capital subsidy.
sir,
Okay. There are 33 schemes for credit guarantee loan.
sir.
There are 56 schemes for export incentives. Okay. There are 644 incentives for the value addition development in a business.
Sir.
Income tax benefits, 25 schemes. Indirect tax benefit, more than 8 schemes. 132 schemes are there for interest subsidy. 25 schemes are focusing more on a loan, TL and WTCL. And most importantly, there are 618 non-monetary benefits. And now when you are doing business, reimbursement, 736 schemes are there. So I suggest NSIC should learn, understand, and prepare a one document, because NSSC is a body and a platform where we can now focus more on the empowerment of the MSME sector. And the same, I already spoken to the new secretary of MSME, how these schemes can be, connect to our entrepreneurs and enterprises where they can avail, because 90% schemes are not utilized. That's why that money go back to the concerned departments. NSIC is also having so many schemes. How many entrepreneurs are aware about it? So that is the most important. Awareness is the most important. Nevertheless, my organization, Research at India, NSIC, banks are doing. On another very interesting point, I observed that always government bodies, political people, government officers are claiming and blaming to banks because banks are not providing funding on time. It is a totally wrong. If I have a viable proposal, no bank will say no to me. Banks are there to do business.
Right.
Banks are hungry to connect with the potential and viable proposals. So only thing is that 99% businesses fails because of the level playing field, issues created by the government, and mostly the mechanism machinery is working for that. See, government is creating the target. What target? We will give employment to 6 lakh people. अरे आपके घर से दोगे क्या? प्राइम मिनिस्टर थोड़ा एम्प्लॉयमेंट देने वाला है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर स्कीम बनाएगा, मिनिस्टर स्कीम बनाएगा, वो इम्प्लीमेंट करने का काम नीचे के लोगों का है. तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हम गवर्नमेंट को, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, नॉट ओनली यूपी गवर्नमेंट, अदर गवर्नमेंट्स आल्सो वेरी लेजी. इनको हमको सबक देना पड़ेगा कि देखो आपको टारगेट पूरा करना है तो इंडस्ट्री और एमएसएमई सेक्टर ही करेगा. So therefore, I have taken lead now through DPIT. मैं और एक organization है Manufacturers and Exporters Association of India. It is a 15 years old organization. More than 3 lakh members are there. Large corporate, mid corporate, and SMEs. Through that, we had given proposal to DPIT, and through DPIT, now they have come out with a private industrial park. I had given proposal to the UP government also to set up private industrial park, and I have taken lead, set up SME industrial parks of India platform. Through that, we are doing. When you are coming next time, Mr. Gupta ji, we will discuss, and we will take an appointment with the Chief Minister, and we will present this plan.
We will send this recording to the Chief Minister, sir. And
Sir,
what you are planning is, I think it is a more because cluster issue you have already taken in Maharashtra. So you have industrial park, you have done so many parks, sir, in Maharashtra. Such model can be replicated, sir, in Uttar Pradesh.
yes.
I think that is your planning. I think it is better,
And research in India can play important role at 2 levels.
sir.
One, preparing the project reports,
Sir.
justice, and preparing the such reports where government will focus on that.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'm just coming to, sir, what you are mentioning about the National Small Industrial Corporation. With us, Mr. Manoj Lal, who is Executive Director of the National Small Industry Corporation. He is very dynamic personality, and he is taking a decision in a minute. Anything he will say, okay. So I was now talking to him, sir, you just address. I think within a minute, he said, okay, Gupta, I will come and address. So I think his role is most important in Uttar Pradesh, sir. National Small Industrial Corporation, sir. So what type of, sir, just I want to know, how you can help the development of the SME sector in Uttar Pradesh, sir? And what are your scheme? What are the effectiveness you can have in Uttar Pradesh, sir? Because your role, as Solanke Sahab also mentioned, your role is very, very important, sir, for the development. And Uttar Pradesh is on the path of the development, sir. Now, in the economy, is a second position in the India. When we are talking about the world, if it can be a separate country, if should, then it might be position of 30th position in the world. So such much growth is available, sir. So NICs, we can play a very effective role, sir, for that. So please give your thoughts to our listeners.
Thank you, Gupta ji, for inviting me to be a part of this seminar. And Mr. Chandrakant Salonke has already been very progressive always, especially for the MSME sector. So it is always good to delight to hear him about the vision which he has. So just want to share that NSIC already has a small presence in UP. We have an office in Noida, Aligarh, Naini.
मनोज जी, आप क्या कीजिए, आपका थोड़ा कैमरा पीछे लीजिए तो आपका फेस परफेक्ट दिखेगा. यस, यू विल बी विजिबल टू पीपल. परफेक्ट. थोड़ा सा सीधा. हाँ,
अब ठीक है.
यस सर.
ठीक है सर, एकदम ठीक है सर. आप great personality, sir. Please go ahead.
So we already have a small presence. We are there in several cities, Lucknow, Naini, Kanpur, Agra, Noida. So from there we are catering to the small clusters which are available over there. So the schemes we have been changing with times also and evolving new schemes. And this is in the area of marketing support, credit support, technology support. All these are the main 4 pillars under which we offer a bouquet of services, let's say about 10-15 schemes. We offer raw material assistance. We offer, consortium and tender marketing. We offer technology support. We have a technical center also. So regarding the new UP which is coming up, we also have a first-time exporter scheme, wherein there are 3 components in that scheme. One component is that in one of the interventions, the government reimburses their fees which the exporters are giving to councils for their membership. Then there is a material insurance coverage scheme So the third component is being, not these two, the third component is being handled by NSIC, which is quality testing for the first time exporters. The people who are first time exporters, so they have they incur some fees on the testing. So up to the fees of say about 3 tests with an upper cap of 1 lakh rupees, that is a part of this component of this scheme, first time exporter scheme. So it was go on till about last year. So we are likely to get another fresh extension to continue with the scheme. So the MSMEs in that UP area can avail this. Then the top end MSMEs, we also have NSIC has also launched a new subsidiary which is registered by SEBI. Mr. Gupta must be aware, NSIC Venture Capital Fund, which is a 12,000 crore fund under the mother-daughter fund concept. So the MSMEs can also come forward and leverage that fund to their advantage. Initially, the fund was set up with a corpus of 10,000 crores. In the last budget, the government has given us 2,000 crore more. So it shows the confidence of the government in the scheme, in the NSIC, as to what they are doing, what we are doing. And these are the new initiatives. The regular initiatives we are already doing, where we aggregate the power of raw material and pass on the discount to all the MSMEs. So the concern, as Mr. Salonke mentioned, that the people are not aware of the benefits of the scheme. So that is true. I mean, the more campaign we do, the more dissemination of information goes, and the more business comes to NSIC, and even the MSMEs, they grow. So we every year, our offices are divided into 11 zones. So every zone has been given a target to do a minimum number of campaigns with the MSMEs of that region along with the association. So this information needs to go down. I mean, we are open to joining hands with anybody to do a campaign. Even with the banks, we are doing, like if the MSMEs are facing some problem in getting loans from the banks, we have entered into a tie-up with about 20 banks, where without any charge we facilitate them in getting the loan sanctioned. So this is, I've just covered in brief about the. So if any, we are there in every part of the supply chain of any enterprise, and we are open to new challenges, accepting to modify the scheme or whatever they want. And I welcome any association, anybody to come forward, and to NSIC, we are willing to join hands and go ahead with them to right in the cluster to do a campaign or whatever. So that is it, what I want to say, or anything specific I can answer.
Thank you very much, sir. Manoj sir, Mirlalji. I think your point was well taken. Raw material supply,
G.
I think, is the major chunk with your bank dealing it. And training section is also important issue with you.
G.
And all the 20 banker, you are also in panel with them.
Yeah.
Just tell how the raw material are being supplied to the SME sector, sir. This is the most important aspect. Second
Yeah.
is marketing. How you can help in marketing, sir. These are the
Yes,
two
yes.
factors.
If any small enterprise, they are interested in any raw material, they should approach the nearest NSIC office to get it supplied from that bulk supplier. So what we do is that once somebody comes to us with a requirement of X raw material, we aggregate that requirement on a countrywide basis. Then we approach that bulk supplier to give us discount, and whatever the discount comes, we pass it on to the small enterprise. So any enterprise, if they want any kind of raw material, they should approach NSIC. The currently materials which we are doing is the regular, like we do cement, we do aluminum, we do copper, we do paraffin wax. These are the products we are already doing. But we are open to entering into MOU with any bulk supplier and doing work for any kind of raw material which the MSME needs. And the financing of this raw material also we do against a security of bank guarantee. So the association or the unit should tell us know that this is what they want. We are open to accepting the challenge.
How you can help our marketing, sir? This is also aspects for marketing.
Yeah, for marketing, we have a marketing facilitation scheme where we now the gem is also there. So when the unit wants to participate in a tender, they bid the tender through us. So then we tell the buyer that we are bidding this tender on the XY unit behalf. When the tender comes, they will execute the order for you. We will ensure their capability and competency under the single point registration scheme. So this is for getting the order from the government. This is the one of the schemes which we are doing. Other schemes are of exhibitions, which we subsidize their participation in exhibitions so that they are able to participate.
For skill development, sir, you are also doing so many things for skill development of the entrepreneurs.
Yes, we have different training centers, 10 training centers all over the country. So every training center is specialized for a different training activity. Like one in UP, it is in Aligarh. It is for locks and other die casting products. So there it is a common facility service where the people come and train. Exactly, if you want me to spell out the courses, that I won't be able to recall, but it is there available there on our website. So those kind of skill upgradation we are doing in UP. In Delhi, we have a slightly advanced training center where where the training activities are slightly more highly skilled. Like we give them training on this robotics. We give them training on drone, how to operate drone, which the people from the rural areas, they're able to use it for disseminating their seeds in their farms. Then we have got tie-up with LG. They have set up their service center here, where the students are trained and they are able to learn training in the area of refrigeration, air conditioning, all that areas. So which gives, and they're immediately absorbed by these big companies. So
Great, sir. Great, sir. Great, sir.
all the
Actually,
things which we are doing.
National Small Industry Corporation is playing very important role for the development of the SME sector. When we are talking about the raw material, they are helpful to them. You can get a cheaper raw material to the NSIC. So they are also helping to provide the loans.
Yes.
They have tie up with the 20 banks.
Yeah.
So without charging anything, they can have it.
Yes, we don't charge anything, right?
Then they are providing a skill development also for that. Further, that important aspect which they are doing in marketing the products. I think all my entrepreneurs who are listening to NICC, they can avail such facilities. And in the UP, there are so many branches are there. And we're talking about the Lucknow, Kanpur, Naini, and even I think
Agra.
so many branches are there. So
Yes.
they can be helpful to you. I think you can avail this facility. Thank you very much, sir. I will come back to you. Now I'm
Thank you.
coming to you, Sri
Yeah.
Sudhir Kumar Gupta, who is the Chief General Manager of Indian Bank. He's a dynamic personality. He's always helpful to the SME sector. When I requested him, sir, please give your blessing to us. So he agreed. Okay, Gupta, I will address it. He's heading the UP, Uttar Pradesh, as a Chief General Manager of Indian Bank. Indian Bank is playing very important role for the development of the Indian economy. So now question is banker. Salunke sahab, I told there is no problem for the banking sector. So banking is considering the proposals. Still, our entrepreneurs are facing some problems for that. So even the credit guarantee corporations are available. Even for the macro sector or SME sector, 10 crore rupees without any collateral security. For a startup, 20 crore rupees without any collateral security. Still, certain banks are insisting for the collateral security when they're getting a coverage of 75% or 85% for that. So I want the thoughts from the respected Gupta sir, because he is the helm affair of the project financing and he was interest for the SME development, sir. Give your thoughts around the subject as a banker, as a lead bank of Indian Bank. how you can be helpful to the SME sector in Uttar Pradesh, sir, regarding the banking sector, sir, for project financing, for other things, how you can be helpful to the people. I hand over to Mr. Gupta, sir. Gupta ji, please.
Yeah, thank you, Gupta ji, and all other panelists here. First of all, I think I should thank Resurgent for organizing such a webinar and bringing most stakeholders, all the stakeholders on single platform. UP is no more Uttar Pradesh. It is called as the land of unlimited potential.
Right.
Right. So potential, you can see the stability in the government, stability in the central government as well as stability in the UP government. Double engine ki sarkar, as our chief minister calls it. The potential in UP is very huge, sir. If you already, our speakers have elaborated on that. There are 75 districts, 25 crore populations, the net of expressways, huge expressways, airports, infrastructure, everything is coming. Lot of private triple P parks are coming, industrial parks are coming. Government has come out with various other schemes of incentivizing the industrial houses, capital subsidies, GST subsidies, that you have incentives on registration of land, free registration of land. You have subsidy for tourism sector, you have subsidy for hospitality. Each and every sector, sir, government has come out with a a good incentives for establishing industry into the UP. They are trying to bring it as a growth engine for country, as the country is progressing towards Viksit Bharat, and UP, if UP is not contributing, the country cannot. So that is how they say UP has to be the leader there for contributing to the Viksit Bharat mission of our government. But as regards bankers, the issues, we are into the financing of project, and as Mr. Solanki was also telling, everybody in every forum, they try to blame bankers. Bankers are not ready to finance. I think this is one misconceptions I want to remove from everybody's mind. Bankers are ready to finance if they get a viable projects. That is first thing. Bankers are there to support all industrial units. Issue is that the promoters are not ready. They are not coming out ready with a ready project here. What we want is, we want only 4 or 5 things only. We assess the project. Any project we assess on 4 or 5 things only. Basically, one is the promoter's assessment. Basically, how is the promoter working? What is his experience into the particular industries? What is the track record? What is the financial strength? Whether he's able to bring the margin and the equity there properly, upfront equity. Many of the project we get, like they will come with, they say, we have huge land bank we have. We will bring the capital, we will bring the equity by selling that. And it is not easy to sell 100 crore or 200 crore of land immediately. So what I advise everybody, kindly bring the, show the upfront equity available with you. Then comes your ability to execute the project. You should have the knowledge of the project, or you should engage somebody who can run the project. That is most of the time it is lacking. The second thing comes is the technical viability of the project, whether you have taken the environmental and statutory all clearances you have taken or not, whether the power, logistics and raw material is available or not available, what is the technology you are using, whether you are using a new technology or you are using an obsolete technology. So in Uttar Pradesh, a huge network of freight corridors, airports, logistics, everything is getting developed. It provides you a very big opportunity, and it provides you a big market. That is one more thing, sir. Market viability of any project in UP can be established, because you have 25 crore population to handle that one, and you have 75 districts to establish and run the unit, have a huge market available. So competitive positioning of, if we talk about UP, is huge. We can only say that if the project is viable, financial viability of the project, we also check the financial viability of the project, as Resurgent also provides us that he studies most of the time. So through that, we analyze the other financial parameters, sensitivity analysis and other things. But key question, what we look into that, whether the project is able to generate the cash or not. Project is able to generate the cash comfortably, so that the promoters are able to service the loan properly or not. This is the main thing, sir. If that is taken care while establishing any unit, then there is no issues why bank will deny any proposal.
Important aspects are what you're talking about, the cash generations. Now, actually, banking were depend upon the assets-based banking. And now they have changed to a cash flow lending. How your bank is diversifying the things? Because previously it was a assets-based, balance-based lending. And now the instruction of the government is very clear. Without asking any data from the entrepreneur, small entrepreneur or a macro entrepreneur, you can assess from the system available with you, whether we are talking about the GST or we are talking about other source or account statement, you can analyze the things and assess the requirement from your angle. Instead of assets-based or a balance-based lending, you should for a cash flow lending. What is your thought on that subject, sir?
The asset-based lending days are almost over, we can say. We have to look forward. If the bank really want to grow there, we have to support the units which have cash flows but do not have any collateral to offer. For this, the government has come out with various credit guarantee schemes because the bankers were reluctant to lend on without collaterals. So various credit guarantee schemes have come in the picture. Now the whole data ecosystem of every data is available with us, whether it is income tax, whether it is GST, whether it is any other like even social profiling is available. Everything we can put into the digital lending platforms together. We can bring everything put together there, and even account aggregator systems are available. If we utilize all this into the digital lending platform, the whole process which we are taking a lot of time, that can be reduced, and the information which we were asking the borrower, that is readily available with banker into the digital platform, and the decision making becomes very easy. See, like I'll just talk about the Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh, the UP government has to promote the entrepreneur. UP government has come out with a scheme like CM Yuva, right? Wherein, it is a very, it looks like a 5 lakhs loan only they are giving. 5 lakhs loan being given by the government, by the banks. Government is bearing the interest for 4 years. Full 4 years tenure is there. Free of interest, government is providing the loan. CGTMSE fee is being paid by the government. The margin money also being reimbursed by the government. Now, they are trying to develop the entrepreneurship into the UP, which is really lacking here. And people are not aware of the, they are not aware of the various benefits, various incentives, the incentives of the given by the government, the subsidies given by the government. If we make all these put together, I think the entrepreneurship can be developed very well in Uttar Pradesh.
Very important, Gupta sir, you are told very specifically, because credit guarantee is available. So there is no dearth of the funds for the entrepreneur. Main point is viability. What you're talking about, the viable unit should be there. And promoter main background. And you also touch the important point of technically and upfront margin money. I think these are the major aspects of any financial decision. So those are very important aspects. Now, when we are talking about one district, one product, now the concept is also coming very clearly. For each district, there should be a GDP. Every district now they are deciding instead of a state government, that means state gross, you can say product. So now they are deciding for every district how it can be useful for industrial growth, for industry, because every 75 district, as you have mentioned, in Uttar Pradesh, if each district can produce one product, I think it is there is no dearth of the market. That means all things are available, and Uttar Pradesh can be a leading state in India. Have any view on that, Mr. Gupta?
Yeah, I think you have rightly taken the topic to a right direction, that UP got 75 districts and one district, one product scheme, which was launched in the UP, has picked up everywhere. It has gone to each and every state now. It has been adopted everywhere. And when we talk about the growth in UP, it is on few sectors only the growth is happening. Few, I can say geographical area if we divide, like growth is happening near Delhi, Noida belt and Ghaziabad belt and other things. The area like Bundelkhand, if we talk about Mirzapur districts, or if we talk about Bundelkhand, Jhansi belt and Jhansi, Banda and other belts, the development is not happening. Once this ODOP scheme came, lot of small units came up in, like I will talk about the Jhansi. Like Jhansi has got pea production. Pea production is one of the product there that has got developed there. Similarly, milk production in some of the state, milk production got up. If you talk about Bhadoi, everybody knows about the carpet. If you talk about the Aligarh, that is known for the locks and other industries. And we talk about Muradabad, known for a brass. Hapur, Hathras is known for a hing. Like that, small products which has which were not gaining attention into the minds of the people. Now that attention has come in. Now the government has also come out with one district, one cuisine also. So one dish of each and every district has been now being popularized. That will give rise to a big restaurant industry in the state. So if we want to develop all the state together, all the full state, complete state together, all the 75 districts, the concept of district-wise GDP growth, I think that is to be monitored. Here, the government is monitoring the CD ratio, how the CD ratio in the state is growing. And the government is trying to, take out some of the states. Today also I was in SLBC. They were talking about the few districts which are below, 40% of CD ratio. I think if we introduce this concept of district-wise GDP, and we put it into the, into the APAR of everybody, the performance appraisal of each and everybody working for the state, either a banker or a state government, even district collectors, then the real growth of that particular district can start, I think. I think it's a very good idea to take it forward.
Excellent, Gupta sir. What you are talking about? We are talking as SLBC. We are talking about the lead district concept. I think it is a mix together. So if the concept is coming very clearly for you can say for the gross state domestic product, even state-wise, even district-wise, I think it can be play a very important role. Gupta sir, I will come back to you. Now I'm coming to Shri Kamal Agarwal, who is Senior Vice President, Research in India.
Thank you, sir.
My colleague, and he is a very intelligent person. He worked in so many places. He is expert in project financing, enterprises. So Gupta sir, apna Mr. Kamal.
Yes, sir.
So what we feel that in a gross state domestic product, which has increased in the UP from 13 lakhs crore to
almost 35 lakh crores. Yeah.
5 lakhs crore. And it is also envisaged that by 29-30, it will be 1 trillion economy.
Correct.
How you see the $1 trillion economy contribute through the industrial expansion? Because industry is the more important aspect. If expansion, you feel that 1 trillion economy can be achieved in a UP?
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to participate in this webinar. And first of all, I would like to state that my native place is also UP, Varanasi. So I'm very excited to contribute to this webinar. So if I just share some thought that maybe a couple of years back when I used to travel Varanasi and land at Babatpur airport, then reaching to the home was a Herculean task. But right now the infrastructure has developed like anything that within an hour's time I reached my home from Babatpur airport to my residence. So I can see that change in Varanasi. So definitely UP is progressing, and as Sudesh sir told that the land of unlimited opportunity, I definitely vouch this concept and thought. Okay, So if you see, there are a couple of things that we can look into why this economy, which has grown from 13 lakh crores in maybe 15, 16 to currently about 35 lakh crores, which is almost three times in 7, 8 years. And now we are talking of increasing from 35 to almost $1 trillion economy within next 4 to 5 years. So if you see, UP has got tremendous potential in terms of, if you see the manpower of the entire population of India, about 17% of the population is from UP, which is about 25 to 25 lakh crore population is in UP only. And the per capita income, if you compare with other states, like UP is about 1.2 to 1.3 lakh per capita as compared to Maharashtra, Gujarat, or Tamil Nadu, which is about 3 lakh per capita per year. So there is still a very wide opportunity, you can say, in terms of growth in UP. Further, if you see the matrix of GDP breakup, you will see that out of these 35 lakh crores, agriculture is contributing about 25 to 26%, while the industry is contributing about 26 to 28%. And if you compare this with other states, there is still a tremendous opportunity in terms of industrial growth, which in other states it is between about 35 to 40% of the gross GDP. So I completely vouch this possibility that yes, we can reach this milestone of $1 trillion within next 4 to 5 years, because there are numbers and figures which says that this is achievable, provided yes, definitely the government stability is there, the government vision is there, in the required infrastructure, the required support is provided by all the government bodies.
Any fiscal incentive available in this
Hmm.
government?
Mhm.
And tell what are the fiscal incentive available there at present in Uttar Pradesh?
See, as we discussed during this seminar, there are a couple of incentives. I will broadly say yes, definitely the capital subsidy is there, which depends upon the size of the project, location of the project, and the employment generation potential that the project has. And this capital subsidy ranges anywhere between 10 to 30% of the total project cost. Again, second is your GST reimbursement, which is again a time-bound program, which depends upon the turnover and the business done by the respective industry. The third, which is land for stamp duty exemption, which is available for exemption of stamp duty when you procure any land. So this is also a good initiative by the government, which reduces the payback period, or you can say which gives that break-even point at a much earlier stage than typically it would have been. And this stamp duty exemption is almost in some places it's 100%, in some places it's 50%. So that these are the three main, you can say, the incentives are there. Apart from that, there are incentives for industrial parks, incentive for R&D, incentive for setting up a center for excellence, and these are the other incentives that are there. And in case you are planning to have a very ultra mega projects, then you can definitely set across with the departments and customize the incentives. You can do that uh, depending upon the project requirement and all those things. We can customize the incentive package. So these are the broadly the incentives that are available, and broadly industry to industry, employment to employment, location to location, it varies.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. I think you have covered
Mm.
very nicely. You
Mhm.
also told the per capita income,
Yeah,
which was hovering around about 40,000 only. Now it is 1.20.
yeah,
That
yes, 1.2.
three time it has.
Three times. That's what I'm saying. In last, you can say 7, 8, it has increased three times. And now this journey that we have done in 7, 8 years, we have to do it in 3, 4 years to achieve the target.
I think now Uttar Pradesh will be a leading state because now
Yeah.
in economic terms, you are a second in India after Maharashtra, I think.
Yeah.
Acquired the second position.
Hmm.
So many scopes are there. Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. I'm
Thank.
coming to Mr. Sudhir Gupta, sir. Sudhir Gupta ji, just I want a last word from to our listener. Any advice to them, sir? Being a banker, chief general manager of this is a very nationalized bank, important bank in India, Indian bank. Any advice to our entrepreneur who is listening to you, sir? A few words, sir.
Yeah, just I think few advice only, like engage early with the banker and treat banker not as a lender or a borrower. Don't get as a lender borrower relationship. Treat banker as a partner in your growth, and
Right.
have a adequate knowledge about the project you are going to set up, because when we ask them, they are not clear about what project they want to set, how they are going to do that. Then comes your understand the incentives given by the government. That is very, very important. And what are the regulations required for running this project? Prepare a detailed project reports, and then come to the banker as a bankable project. Normally, what happens is people just come with a small idea, but there is no bankable project being made. So I think that these few things only are required there. All other things, bankers are there to guide you. Bankers are going to be the partner in your growth. I can assure you from the banker side, there is no banker who is saying no for a good project.
Very important. Banker are 75% partner with you. You are only 25% stake with you, 75% of the banker. Banker, when I was also in a bank, so I was telling the entrepreneur, we are giving you capital. We are not giving you any money. We are giving you capital. You
Right.
utilize it properly, pay it out of your property, you repay that, consider that it is your capital. I think utilization of the money for which purpose you have obtained is most important things. Thank you, Mr. Gupta. So I am coming to Mr. Manoj Lal, sir. Any last word, sir, from your side, from NSIC to our entrepreneurs?
Yeah, the NSIC is always there for the MSMEs. So what I suggest is that whenever they are in need of any kind of assistance, we are there. In fact, in all this, any part of their cycle, whether they are starting or in their mid growth or they are finally grown, we are there to. We have been helping the MSMEs from past 70 years. So they should see our website, approach the nearest NSIC office. So our team is there to, facilitate any MSME in any of these areas. And the discussion today, Mr. Gupta, was very futuristic, and I hope you are able to give shape to the vision. So it will be very nice for the state of Uttar
Sir,
Pradesh.
I am trying to do myself. I have written one book for the SME sector.
Yes, I've seen that. That is very. That
Another
should be
book.
subscribed by each association, I think.
Yes, everybody is subscribing for that. Another book is coming. If
Okay.
the doctor become a banker.
Okay.
So it is book under printing. It will come. It is a stress assets. One book on stress assets. Because once the account become a stress, they are shy to approach the banker.
Yes.
By the reason. So that's why banker are also not properly taking care of that.
Yeah.
Because they are not aware. If they become doctor, become a banker, so I think it can be helpful to these people. I think subject matter is very, very clear. And I think this book might be very wide publicity.
Yes.
And
Okay.
thank you
Thank
to
you.
the sir. Mr. Solanke sir is there. Chandrakant Solanke sir is there. He is available, sir.
No, I think he has messaged. He has messaged that he has some other
Hello.
meetings.
Thank you.
So,
Mr. Kamal,
yes,
last
sir.
word from your side.
So, as a resurgent, we are always there to help and associate with any organization, banks, and to facilitate the entrepreneurs in all possible ways. Thank you.
Today webinar is very important webinar because I feel all things are clearly we talk from our heart.
Correct.
Practically we talk. We have never talk on theoretical things. So Chandrakant Solanke was the important person in this webinar who guided us, who assured us For the Uttar Pradesh, he's ready. He's ready to talk to the Chief Minister. Even certain scheme is in mind. Because he's architect of the SME sector. I'm telling very clearly, he's very intelligent person, very membership, and his a vision is there. In Maharashtra, industry has developed with his vision. So I think that's why I tried to rope him, Mr. Chandrakant, that he should come. He's so busy person. I cannot explain you. Still, some health problem was also there with him. Still, he obliged me. Gupta, once you invited me, I will come. I think I'm thankful to him. I have no word to express my gratitude on behalf of myself and Research in India. And I'm thankful to Sudhir Kumar Gupta, sir. He's also very, very important person and deserve to be elevated in the next post as a executive director. I wish him that he should be executive director in the next time. So he's very, very visionary and very, very important person, helping the people, helping all such things. So I'm thankful, Gupta sir, for your vision, for your blessing us, for giving us the opportunity to welcome you, sir. I am
Thank you.
also thankful to see Manoj Lal, sir. Manoj Lal is also important. I tried to invite his MD, so MD nominated him. Told him, Gupta, मुझसे अच्छा तो मनोज लाल जी है. मनोज लाल जी को ले जाइए. So he can explain you better than me. I think such a person, such a dignity. So invited him and he told very NSIC other thing. And he gave a good guidance to our entrepreneurs. Lastly, I'm thankful to all my entrepreneurs, all the participants. I request you, the research in India is with you. Even for SME being, we have started. We are giving a free consultancy to the SME sector. If any your requirement, any consultancy there, you can write to me. My number is 9810-266-503. You can write to me. We will explain you. We can guide you without any charges. Further, we are ready to prepare the DPR, even technical, economic, viability study, anything will be required. So research in India will at your disposal for that. So we are also giving training to the bankers, to the entrepreneurs. So that can be helpful to us. So to all helping the SME sector in Uttar Pradesh, in all over country also. Lastly, I'm thankful to all my off-screen people who are the main architect of this program, like Mr. Arun, Mr. Lokesh, Mr. Ankit, Mr. Vishwas, and Yoginder, who are not visible on the screen. Lekin with their efforts, we are holding such webinar. I think we have completed 276 webinar under the banner of Research in India. And under the banner of Association for Financial Advisor, I think we have done more than 60 webinars under that. So beside that, we are also member of all the association, whether you're talking about the ASSOCHAM or CIA, PhD, or the Indian Chamber of Commerce, anything we are there we are a knowledge partner. We are sharing our knowledge report. We are also talking to them. And my special interest is for SME sector. I'm telling very clearly from core of my heart, because I was sometime when I was in a bank, I was deputed the bank in Samastipur district, where in a DIC I worked there for 3 years, and people still remember me. I think it is a matter of 78 to 81. Still people are talking to me how we can help these people. So with this word, I'm thankful to my eminent speaker, participants, and other friends. If any requirement is there, we are at your disposal, sir. Again, thankful to you, Gupta sir. Manoj sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kamal ji, thank
Thank
you
you.
very much for
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Chandrakant Solanka sir, thank you very much in absentia. Thank you very much. Thank you. I close this session with this one. Thank you.